Welcome, angry faithful, to this episode of Wednesday X Only, where we say fucking anything we fucking want because we have the freedom on this one.
Why? Fuck 'em. That's why.
Yeah, fuck them all.
Well, we're going to start things off just a little bit here on the wonderful game of soccer or football, depending on what side of the pond you live on. As everybody knows, America is slated to host the World Cup next year, along with some games or some matches rather being played in Canada and also in Mexico. But the final is going to be played here in the good old US of A. Part of the United States' pitch to get the World Cup was offering $25 tickets to get maximum exposure, to fill all its stadiums as much as possible to watch these matches. And FIFA was like, "That's great. It'll bring our game into a more mainstream in the United States, which is what they were wanting anyway." And then whenever they started, selecting for groups and pools, and then they started figuring out who's going to play where, FIFA was like, "You know what? Nah, we're good." They made the cheapest tickets from 120 to 265 games for group stage games, right? That didn't involve co-hosts, the United States, Canada, or Mexico. Now, these are going to be international teams that don't play or are from the American continent, right? The North American continent. And they were talking about the cheapest ticket for the final was going to be $4,185.
Jesus.
Right? Well, of course, as you would suspect or expect rather, FIFA started getting a shit ton of feedback. I mean, we're talking backlash. We're talking they forewent the fuck around portion of the show and they just skipped right to the find out chapter, right?
Jeez.
So they scaled back, and let's see, this article is dated yesterday. ESPN.com. FIFA slashed the price of some World Cup tickets for teams most loyal fans following a global backlash, and some will get $60 seats for the final instead of being asked to pay $4,185. FIFA said Tuesday that $60 tickets will be made available for every game at the tournament in North America, going to the national federations whose teams are playing. Those federations decide how to distribute them to loyal fans who have attended previous games at home and on the road. So there's still a caveat. So it's,
So you have to go to most of the games.
well, you have to have attended matches in the past, right? And we're not talking about, we're talking about World Cup qualifying games, or matches, right? So the number of $60 tickets for each game is likely to be in the hundreds rather than the thousands. And what FIFA is now calling a, quote, supporter entry tier price category. FIFA did not specify exactly why it so dramatically changed strategy, but said the lower prices are designed to further support traveling fans following their national teams across the tournament. The World Cup in North America will be the first edition that features 48 teams, up from 32 last time, and it's expected to earn FIFA at least $10 billion in revenue, which you see that number, right? And you're like, okay, why do they have to raise the price of the tickets anyway? I mean, you're going to get those people that are going to mortgage their house just to go to a match, right? You're going to find those people who they're going to find some way to get a discount on their tickets as they're traveling to the United States from all points beyond abroad. But it's just the host country that wanted to make it available for everybody, not just the ravenous fans. Because you know how soccer fans are, right? Even the English chimed in on it. The ESTC, which is the English Football Association, or in the England Supporters Travel Club, they shared the pricing information with each other, and it showed if a fan bought a ticket to every game through to the final, it would cost just over $7,000.
Damn.
Right. And that's not counting airfare. That's not counting food. That's not counting hotel accommodations while you're here. And there's going to be a lot more airfare because once you move out of group play, then you start getting into the elimination rounds, right? The single elimination rounds, the quarterfinals, the semis, and then ultimately the final. That there's going to be more airfare. There's going to be more plane rides, and then you're going to have to find the hotels or whatever. And buying those airline tickets last minute, a lot of those are not going to be refundable, right? So I mean, that's just $7,000 in tickets alone to the match at the price point that FIFA is wanting for everybody else, us common folk, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know. If let me see the target from U.S. soccer officials when bidding for the tournament 7 years ago was to offer hundreds of thousands of $21 seats. So my bad, $21 seats across the opening phase of games. The last time the U.S. hosted the World Cup in 1994, prices ranged from 25 to 475. Now in Qatar last time, back in 2022, prices ranged from $70 to $1,600 when ticket details were announced. Criticism from fans, especially in Europe, had been increasing for several months over plans for dynamic pricing. So when they came out with this dynamic pricing, you remember what was it? It was I think it was KFC, or I can't remember, Popeyes or something. There was a fast food chain here in the US. They were gonna start doing dynamic pricing, right? So, like, lunch rush was gonna be more expensive than every other part of the day because they were busier at that time of the day.
I want to say it was KFC and Taco Bell. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, 'cause, Carter Anderson did a video about it. But, they backed off of that. They backtracked big time because they were like, I mean, people were calling them, and I mean, their stocks took a dump. Well, and they're owned by the same company, which is Yum, right? So, I
Yeah.
mean, Yum stocks took a dump when they announced that, and so they backtracked immediately, and they've recovered, I think, like 60% of their loss just from that little news flash that went out. I mean, it wasn't even like officially instituted. It was just an idea they were thinking about throwing out there, and they got hit hard, right? Because it wasn't too much longer after the whole Dylan Mulvaney thing and Bud Light, that they announced that, and so people were still like, "Yeah, we're going to boycott the fuck out of everybody." And so, yeah, I mean, cancel culture is fun until you're the one getting canceled. So,
I'm not saying anybody on this one, so
do what?
I said I'm not seeing what company it was.
Oh, no, it was KFC.
Okay.
And Yum is the parent company of KFC, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut. So, I mean, that company as a whole, the parent company, announced that dynamic pricing model. Anyways,
Yep.
So the Football Supporters Europe, or the FSE, welcomed FIFA's move Tuesday, but said that the revisions do not go far enough to reconcile, and pointed to the absence of a pricing structure for disabled fans or complimentary companion tickets. Now, a statement added, "For the moment, we're looking at the FIFA announcement as nothing more than an appeasement tactic due to global negative backlash," which is all that it is. We call upon FIFA to engage in a proper dialogue to arrive at a solution that respects the contribution of fans and the dignity of fans with disabilities. So I kind of want to know, I mean, FIFA as a governing body as a whole, I mean, they're no stranger to controversy and corruption. So I kind of wonder whose bright idea this was, right? And I mean, because they're like, oh, well, I mean, are they doing a protest because of who our president is? I mean, I want to know what the logic is myself, because NRG Stadium, an hour up the road from my house, actually 52 minutes from my doorstep to the fucking Blue Lot parking lot right outside the front gate, is hosting group play matches. And I would like to go see a match or two. I mean, even take the good old red, white, and blue and wave it in the stands during the
right.
Gay Pride game from while Iran and fucking Egypt are playing the Gay Pride game. That's going to be hilarious, right? Like, here, let's go celebrate being diverse while we're watching two countries that would chuck us off of buildings play. I just, but I mean, FIFA allocates 8% of tickets to national associations for games involving their team to sell to the most loyal fans, with the governing body saying Tuesday that 10% of those will be priced at $60. And I mean, for the final round, and they're FIFA saying that this is a discounted price, but they're saying $450 to $4,500 per ticket for the final. And that's just damn.
Stupid.
I mean, it is. It's about as dumb as the NFL pricing on postseason games. Yeah, I mean, the most expensive ticket that I saw for the Super Bowl this year, lower level, right at the 50-yard line, $68,000, almost $69,000 for one fucking seat. And the cheap seats were like $4,000. And that's at Levi Stadium, where, depending on the time of the night and what the weather is going to be doing that day, you may or may not see the game. I mean, you basically paid $4,000 to get fucking wet. I mean,
yeah, you're right.
I mean, I could think of a lot better ways to spend that $4,000, and it's called fucking Hurricane Harbor, or Six Flags. I mean, come on. I mean, or even just like a weekend at Disney, for crying out loud. But which, there's going to be millions of TVs across the country. I mean, $4,000 will make you a real popular guy at the sports bar. It's just, it's dumb. I mean, these professional sports, these organizations, these governing bodies, they want to generate this revenue. And ultimately, they're going to eventually, whether it be through merchandising, whether it be through advertising, whether it be through actual attendance. But shutting out a huge portion of the demographic because of finances or economics, it's like they're shooting themselves in the foot. And the same thing with special event games like the All-Star Game or the postseason for Major League Baseball. Those events are the pricing or price points are set by MLB, not the host city, not the host stadium. It doesn't matter the size of the market that you play for. Kansas City Royals, case in point, small market team. When they went to the World Series, those tickets back then were still, I think, starting out at like $200, $250 for nosebleed seats. Now, granted, this is probably, I think, what was it, 2000? I want to say 2008. 2008 or something. I can't remember. Yeah, no, because the Yankees won it in 2009. So It might have been I think it was 2010. Anyways, doesn't matter. A lot of Royals fans, Kansas City fans that normally had season tickets that get the first opportunity to buy postseason playoff tickets, they were shut out of the World Series because it got to the point where it was beyond their price point, beyond their budgets. And and that's part of the problem too. I mean, big sporting events just in general, I mean, they get priced outrageously. And it's almost like they're just welcoming the elite as opposed to the everyday fan, people that actually know what the fuck they're talking about when they go and watch these sports and they consume these sports. And I don't give a fuck that Giselle is there with her fucking judo instructor / home wrecker, fucking rubbing elbows with Taylor Swift and fucking Travis Kelce. I don't give a fuck if they're there or not. I'm there to watch a fucking, a game or a match or a fucking race. I don't give a shit who's there.
It's gotten a lot worse from the WWE too, because almost every section they oh, look who's here, this person is here, this person. But also one other thing is how does NFL price their tickets? Because
dude, it's outrageous. It's outrageous for playoff games.
Well, playoff games, yeah, I can understand. There's no price points for ticket sales for the stands.
Well, during the regular season, those are set by the market. right? And they're set by the teams.
Okay.
So
Because
4 or
we
5 years ago, Texans tickets were incredibly cheap, right? I mean, we're talking incredibly cheap. They
Like
started
no-
winning division titles, right? I had to back out of getting season tickets this year because they were quoted at for 2 seats. It was like $800 whenever I got on the waiting list, right?
Mhm.
For 2 seats. When it came time from when they became available for my group, the rep called me and was like, "Hey, here's how much the tickets are going to be now." And I'm like, "Why the $400 jump?" We're like, "Well, we are a division champion, defending division champion." I was like,
And you're paying for it.
"Right, okay, so."
Well, look at North Carolina. Last year and the beginning of this year, their ticket sales, they were selling tickets for $1.85.
Well, yeah, because again, there a lot of the revenue that an ownership group will generate from an event at their venue is not based solely on ticket prices, because the ticket prices are split between the venue and the, whether it's like if it's a concert, the artist, they get their portion of the take at the gate, right?
Yeah.
But the majority of the revenue that is generated at those events is through merchandise and concessions.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, and that's why you see, you go to a ball game and you see like what is it, a 32-ounce beer or 16-ounce beer? Yeah, it's a 16-ounce beer for like $15. I mean, that's why hot dogs are fucking $8.
I hate it.
Unless you're smart like me and you go to dollar hot dog night at Dyken Park is Tuesdays, and then in Sugarland at Constellation Field where the Space Cowboys play, dollar hot dog night is on Wednesdays. So, but and they serve Nolan Ryan beef, but taking the price structure away from the American Federation the way that FIFA did is I mean, it's a slap in the face, and it's to the point where countries are not going to want to host if FIFA is going to do that. It's like, what's the point of us putting forth a proposal showing what we plan to do with pricing if you're just going to take it over once you give it to us? Because I mean, the stadiums and the venues that are going to be hosting these matches, they're going to make a ton of money. The local economies are going to make a ton of money. That's a given. But FIFA's at the price point that they want and the price point that they scaled back to, which again, I side with the Europeans and the British. God, I hate saying that. It's not enough. Okay. It's right. I got 1,776 fucking reasons to not give a shit what the English or the European Union think. Okay. But I agree
but
with
a bitch ain't one.
Right. But it's like, it's not enough. I mean, they're like, oh, we got caught being greedy here. We're gonna give you guys a 50% discount. No, how about we go with the $21 seats like the Americans wanted, at least during the opening rounds, because that alone is going to be a cash cow. I mean, because the number of opening round matches, especially because they expanded the field from 32 to 48 teams. So you're going to have a larger opening round. You're going to have a larger pool to play, a pool play segment of the tournament, and it's just nuts because
You said 48.
it's greed. Do what?
You said 48 teams, right?
Yeah.
So divide that by 2.
Yeah, but in pool play, it's double elimination.
Well, okay. No,
So
divided
you're guaranteed at least 2 games.
Okay. You got 48 teams, but you divided by 2 because 2 teams are going to be on that field.
There's going to be 48 matches played in the opening during pool play.
So there's 96 teams.
No, there's 48 teams, but you're talking about 48 matches because it's a double elimination.
Oh, it's
during
double
pool play.
elimination. Okay.
Yeah, it's double elimination. So you're guaranteed 2 games in the World Cup.
Okay.
So even you take a conservative, like a conservative estimate here.
Good Lord.
I mean, and we're talking cheap seats, right? Nosebleeds, 500 and 600 level a lot of times. I mean, it's a big number. There's at least 6 commas in there. No, I'm not saying 6 commas. There's at least, 3, maybe 4 commas, at least 4 commas across the entire tournament during pool play. So it's highway robbery. It's just call it what it is. It's greed, and it's going to end up biting FIFA right in the ass. No, but that's my take on it.
Beehole.
Yeah. I found some videos I'm going to force everybody to watch.
Let's do some videos and then let's talk fucking politics, dog.
We I found this is stylish. I like this. This is Indian dancing, but I think they got the music wrong.
Nah, that's Feather, not Dot.
Have you heard the Indian Christmas carols?
Yes.
Oh, hell
my
yes.
God.
Those are so great. Yeah, those are awesome.
Oh, and for our title of this week is "Don't Be Late," and it's not anything against Trey. It's because of this video I found.
I was here 40 minutes early.
I know today you were. We'll go with today.
Okay.
Team. This training video will teach you what angry slogans to scream, how to blend into a typical American city, and so much more. Here on. They may be brothers, but they couldn't be more different. Ahmed knows punctuality is important. He makes sure to leave plenty of time to get to his bombing site. Aman leaves everything to the last minute.
Shit.
Shit.
There are no mistakes. Aman doesn't.
Oh, shit.
Ahmed dresses properly for work, wearing clothing that is loose enough to hide his explosives. Aman dresses inappropriately. Welcome
Fucking
to the
Aman.
Al-Qataya terrorist team.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this one I just found interesting. This is just an interesting one. It's nothing. This is a new fabric they're coming out with. Check this shit out. So when it stretches, it becomes another color.
I'd fuck it. What?
You could definitely find out where the boobs
Trey, you
are.
remember that shit back in the 90s, Hypercolor?
Yeah, where it, like it depending on if it was hot or cold, it would change color.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember it. To me, that looks like a mix between GAC and a fruit roll-up.
Well, yeah, that, but the color changing reminds me of Hypercolor.
I don't remember
Yeah.
Hypercolor. I was poor.
So was I, dude.
Oh,
Okay. My dad, I grew up a Navy brat, 4 kids, on Navy pay. No.
Mm.
But we got to see all the rich kids wear the Hypercolor shit, especially
All the
the girls
officers'
that were
kids.
stacked out, like in the 8th grade. One girl, I swear to God, she came to school, jacket, and it was kind of cold outside, right? So the shirt was supposed to be pink, right? Or it was like a purple, except she had 2 big bright pink spots on her chest. And somebody pointed it out to her. They were like, "Your boobs are warm." And she looked down and she had to zip her jacket up for the rest of the day. It was great.
Now, starting out our politics a little bit, what we're gonna do is
Oh no, let's do some more videos.
okay.
I know you got some shit loaded. Let's do 3 or 4 more and then jump into politics because we got Candace Owens and Erica Kirk to discuss.
Yeah,
We got
4.5
Dan
hours, dude.
Crenshaw.
That video she put out, like she goes, "I'm alive," and it was like the shittiest lighting. I'm
Yeah.
like, can we just be a little bit more melodramatic?
We got Dan Crenshaw and fucking Sean Ryan to talk about. We got some shit. So Let's play some happy videos and then get into some bullshit.
Well, okay, this is what liberals are doing now.
That makes them easily identifiable.
Yeah. Here's a Christmas one.
Oh, you should have played the whole video. I watched it today. She ends up with her head looking like a fucking Japanese battle flag, like a battle map. Just like fucking little red dots all over the place where she nicked her fucking gnarly head up because she don't have a pretty smooth head like this. Johnny, you can go ahead and put that comment up. I made it, but you can put it up.
What comment? I didn't see any comment.
The comment on Twitter. You can play it.
Did you do it in the chat? No, you didn't. You have to do it in the live chat.
Oh, well, fuck me then. How do I get to that? Oh, live chat.
Anyways, here's here. Let me get this on. There we go.
Help to save Christmas.
No way. Prove it.
Scott, I got you that skateboard you've been asking for. Cool. And Brian, I got you that guitar you wanted.
Awesome.
Whoa. See, guys, it's up to us. I got you that dildo you've been asking for.
I don't think this is the real Santa, guys. Actually, because I didn't ask for that.
I feel like you probably did ask for it because this is like the exact skateboard that I asked for. And I've wanted this guitar for years.
Right, but like anybody could have asked for those.
I'm pretty convinced that this is the real Santa and that we do need to save Christmas.
Well, it would seem that way to you guys. I can understand that, but
It's
I
a
don't
very specific ribbed dildo. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. No. Well, see.
I mean, hey, man, just own it. You know, like
no, it's. I know it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. You know what, guys? Who even needs Christmas? You guys can keep the stuff. Let's go save a different holiday.
But Morgan, you've been such a good boy all year.
See, if Santa was Mexican, he'd have thrown it at him.
Oh man. Fallout Season 2 comes out tomorrow.
Yeah. Can't wait for
Oh
that.
shit. Dude, her ankles are gonna be sparking.
Oh,
Oh! I'm sorry.
dude, that makes my skin crawl. Like, just the road rash. Ah.
It makes my fucking ankles itchy, dude.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, it really wouldn't be road rash because her feet are just like calloused. It would probably get some of the dead skin off of her fucking thing.
That big bitch did a full split. She got pussy road rash on that shit.
And these are this is halfway. I'm not gonna only do half of it.
Parodies. I got a few.
Okay.
I
know you do.
Jaw Patrol. Sperm Goalie. Schindler's Fist. Clifford the Big Red Rocket. Pirates of the Caribbean. Curse of the Black Pearl Necklace. One Flew Over the Cuckold's Nest. The Jizzer of Oz.
Nice.
And Goodwill Munting.
Nah, that's the best one. Absolutely. Rejected by.
So yeah, those were rejected parody porn names.
My favorite is always going to be Forrest Stump because it had that John Wayne Bobbitt guy after he had his dick reattached.
Any of y'all seen any good porn lately?
Like the theatrical one and everything.
I don't know. I've been in kind of like a Corey Chase kind of mood.
Oh no, just that. No, I haven't really. No, not really. Most of the stuff is like. That was one thing we actually talked about today up at work. I have a conversation because I've been into muscle mommies and everything here lately.
Yeah, I like that shit too.
I was thinking, you know how the clitoris is almost like
You seen that West Philly dungeon shit?
No. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's crazy. That shit's wild. That's some scary looking bitches in that one.
But I was talking. I was like, if she's a woman, biological woman, but she's a muscle mommy, her clitoris is going to be like the length of your finger,
like a thumb.
Yeah. Now, are you gay if you suck on that?
Mm-mm.
Because the way that we said it, the way that we figured it out,
I can say this.
because it comes in a different location, it's not gay.
I can say this. I've been with 3 chicks that were on steroids at one point in their life or actively on steroids. And even the ones that hadn't been on for years, like it didn't go away.
No, it
was
doesn't.
it was still like the little tip of your finger, like just way bigger than it was supposed to be. But no, it's not gay because there's definitely vag underneath it. It's just like a little something you might have to flick out the weight and get up in there.
Not to change the subject, but
Johnny's just over there getting closer to Jesus while we talking about sinning.
did you guys see what the president announced today?
But the war with Venezuela?
No, the one-time warrior bonus for all active service members. They're all going to get a $1,776 check before Christmas.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'm not mad at that. I'm
I ain't
mad at it for
it
other
either.
shit right now,
But you know,
I'm not
there's
mad
some
at him for
NCOs
that.
right now that are looking at their privates that are all ate the fuck up, and they're like, "You're gonna go get new fucking uniforms."
Oh god. And you're gonna save bail money. They got Christmas Exodus right now, so
God.
Well, we're supposed to get like a $2,000 check, maybe.
yeah.
I'll believe it when it hits my account.
Yeah, I'll believe it
Same.
when it hits my account. And I don't going in and trying to search how much we actually get from tariffs, because he said like yesterday we have $18 trillion in tariffs so far. I'm like,
Oh, I thought you said how much we get in terrorists.
no,
That's
that's
tariffs. Okay.
I still think it's funny that they think that then they die, they're going to go to heaven and get 40 virgins and
72.
72 virgins. That's right. And all they're going to find is just some pissed off Virginians.
Dude. I'm over it. I'm over them. I want them out. I guess we're talking politics now.
Well, okay.
Um,
So what's your take on this? All right. So
Get 'em
Jelly
out.
Roll.
Oh.
Everybody knows that Jelly Roll's a felon, right? But he was a non-violent felon, I guess, some kind of tax evasion or some bullshit, right?
no.
No, Jelly Roll had dope charges.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Drug charges. Yeah. So he is asking for his gun rights back.
Okay, here's the thing on that.
Now, I do know, before you get started, I do know that he said he spends about $1 million on security every year between him and his wife.
Yeah.
And you know, he's like, I want to be able to hunt and I want to be able to protect myself and my wife, but you can't blame him. Non-violent felons that have served their time and have shown overwhelmingly that they've rehabilitated and they haven't reoffended and things like that. And they've actually contributed to society. I don't have a problem with them getting
I don't
their gun rights reinstated.
If it's
No, I don't have a
non-violent, or you're not a sex offender,
Yeah.
or it's not trafficking,
Yeah. Anything
In drugs,
anything
then-
involved. Yeah.
dude, I don't have a problem with it. Like I know good dudes who went and did their time
Mhm.
and got out and became productive members of society and started businesses and raised families and became good people. They just fucked up when they were younger,
Yeah.
and just like Jelly's a great example of that. He's just somebody who got famous, but I know a ton of people. Y'all both of y'all do too.
Yeah.
People that have working in the oil fields and shit. I mean, you're either a felon or a dropout,
Yeah.
for the status quo. And those guys, they get out and a lot of them make something of themselves, start families, start careers, end up retiring. I have no problem with somebody like that, that like you're off of paperwork, no matter what, you've been sentenced to. You got 10 years probation. Cool. You can't have one until you're off probation. whatever you got to deal with as far as your sentence, you got to deal with. But once you're done and you're free and clear and off of paper, I don't see a problem with it. Maybe it should go through a review board or something. Maybe it should this is a wild ass idea, but like let each state decide how they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Let the states decide what is good for them, and if you got somebody like Jelly or somebody like this dude Jeremy that I know, like fucking let them apply, let them go through a review board, see what they've done, see how they're doing in life, fucking
now
put some stipulations on them afterwards, like, hey bro, we might show up anytime within the next 6 months to 2 years. We might knock on your door and we might hand you a cup. Put stipulations on them, but give them the opportunity to hunt and provide for their family. Give them the opportunity to protect themselves.
Yeah. Now
I'm
over in the UK,
they don't need suppressors and fucking 203s and shit like that. Like they don't need free access to all the tax stamps and all that bullshit. But like, okay, even in Iraq, those fucking shitheads in Iraq,
where does
they
that
all got
slippery
one
slope start,
goddamn
though?
AK per family.
Where does the slippery where does that slope start? Right. I mean, what's the cutoff? I mean, because I know that, like me personally, I prefer 9mm versus like a 45 because, I know it's a grower, not a shower. I don't need to carry an ACP. 9mm is just fine, right?
Yeah.
There are people that do prefer 45. There's also people that prefer 38. There's, there's people that prefer, 10mm. But where's that cutoff? I mean, if you're going to restore gun rights, where's the line that we draw as to what they get access to again versus what they're not going to get access to? I mean, you could make the argument. You can make the argument that, like, even if he's going to go like with a 6.8, right, with a Creedmoor, very ballistically, it's a sound round, right, and it's becoming very popular as a hunting round, just because of the lack of bullet drop over what is it, 1,000 yards? But I mean,
I don't think you can put a limit on it like that. I mean, I don't think they should be able to. And this is just me spitballing shit that since you brought it up, but I don't think they should be able to have access to any kind of stamp that, or, after January 31st, any kind of bullshit paperwork that would allow them to have silencers or.
Yeah. Here's
so a basic license to carry, but not a federal firearms license.
Yeah. Or anything that we're, yeah.
If the Hearing Protection Act goes through and the ATF loses jurisdiction over suppressors where they're not required to have a tax stamp and you can go and purchase them, and the only thing you have to do at that point, you don't even have to have a background check done because it's not a weapon, right? It's an attachment, right? It's basically it's the same. It would fall under the same classification as going out and buying Magpul furniture for your AR.
Well, okay.
Or buying a red dot for your staccato.
Here's the thing on that though. Okay.
I don't like it.
The thing on that, and this actually goes into what you're talking about. Pretty soon, it's going to go to the Supreme Court. Both of the suppressor and the SBRs are going to be to the point where you don't have to have them registered.
Right.
Okay. Yep. You saying that there's a loophole now where they can get suppressors and SBRs.
Yeah, well, especially here in Texas, if you buy a suppressor that's built here and it does not leave the state, you don't have to have a tax stamp for it.
Yep.
No, well, you don't have to have it registered. Pretty soon you'll have the tax stamp. And by the way, if you're gonna get a suppressor or a SBR in the beginning of the year, wait until February.
Yeah.
The reason why I say wait until February is because they're gonna put a stop starting December 26th, which you shouldn't be buying any freaking suppressor or SBR just right now. Because of they're going to test some stuff out, and because they know they're going to get a big flush of people wanting SBRs and get them registered and the suppressors. And right as now, The reason why they're doing it that way is because they're making sure that the tax stamp is zero, so
Yeah.
you don't get charged.
Now, completely unrelated. I scroll X and I see like I love the account Libs of TikTok.
Yep.
I love that. I love that account. They put up 2 screenshots from the Daily Mail. A Twitter user is jailed for 18 months for 2 anti-immigration tweets made after the Christmas market car attack that were only viewed 33 times. And then a Nigerian migrant rapist who was intoxicated sexually assaulted a teenager, but he's spared jail due to his quote unquote troubled background. As victim tells court, he ruined her life and is now scared to walk alone. He's out walking the streets, but this dude that made a tweet, I love the thought police over there in England now. And it was a few months ago, the chief inspector for the Metropolitan Police Department, which is basically the police service for all of England. He was wanting Americans that commented negatively on Britain's immigration policy or said anything disparaging or hurtful. He wanted Americans extradited to England for prosecution.
Can extradite my dick.
Right. That was basically, I mean, there was a response behind every blade of grass on that thing, dude. It was great.
Here's another thing people are getting upset about because everybody's saying that we might go into war with Venezuela. In my opinion, it won't be that much of a war. But this is that's not it. That's not it. There we go. This is from a guy. See if it says his name. Army chief warning. But let's go to the video.
Hi. Army chief is warned that war is looming and they might need our sun center to fight that war. Many people I saw on social media, they are saying bluntly that they will not fight for the country. Shame on them. Shame on them. We live in this country. If we are in the war, provoked or unprovoked, we have to defend this land with our blood. We are patriots, not traitors. If our leaders are doing something wrong and the country is going to feel that wrath, still we need to stand and save our country because this is our land, our country. This is giving us everything. We need to save it. Only traitors run away from the wars, not patriots. I've seen many people on the streets every weekend. They are fighting for Palestine, fighting for Gaza, fighting for Israel. But the times come to fight for their own country, they just say, no, fuck off. You're not patriots. You're not citizens of this country. If you love this country, you love Britain, you fight for this with your blood, regardless of anything. Best of luck.
Amen.
Hell yeah.
Ann Coulter retweeted this.
I hate her.
Yeah, I do too, but she's good for comic relief. She retweeted this. It's at Avid Series. Yale University, 90% of their grades in women's studies classes are either A's or A minuses, only 55% in mathematics, right? I'm sitting there looking at some of their enrollment greater than 500. So more than 500 students in these courses, 52.39 in economics, 55 in math, molecular biophysics and biochemistry, 63.49. These are failing grades, right? Physics, 66.9. See, biology, 72.27. Statistics and data science, 68.27. And then we start breaking down. We've got humanities, 81.6, African American studies, 82.21, Let me see here. Yeah, women's gender and sexuality studies, 92.06 is the average. Applied physics, 61.11. Engineering and applied science, which is what my degree is in, is 57.36. If that is not a snapshot of what modern higher education in America looks like because of the policies and politics that are forced on campus, I don't know what is, dude. I mean, there needs to be a radical change. I mean, if we're expected to lead anybody in this world, you know, in the ways of like space exploration or environmental sciences, geez. What I want to know is, besides, you know, being a DC lobbyist or a Democratic, you know, politician, what does a gender studies degree get you anyway? I mean, I don't understand that. I mean, it's like giving somebody, you remember what the joke used to be? Like, how did that lieutenant get it, you know, get his commission? What did he have, a fucking degree in basket weaving or something? Because, you know, they're just dumber than shit.
Yeah.
That's what this is going to end up being. And I'm like education studies is sitting at 85.8. It's stupid. It's just it's appalling, because I'm like sitting there going, okay, yeah, I know I graduated from like basically a 2-year college, but I busted my ass, you know, to get that degree, you know, and that included physics, that included you know, like chemistry. I mean, my grades weren't great in chemistry because, you know, I fucking suck at chemistry, but which is ironic because I'm fixing to go into a chemical chemical processing field. But, you know, I mean, that's just all pressures and valve positions and whatever. But I don't know, man. It's scary, especially for like Yale University. I don't even want to know what the breakdowns per course are at places like Harvard.
Yeah.
I mean, these are supposed to be Ivy League schools, the best of the best. And like, you have to be a brainiac and like Mensa material just to get in. And they're pumping out grades like this. It's scary, dude. It really is.
So Trey, what were you wanting to talk about?
Well, first I was wanting to get y'all's take on the whole Candace Owen, Erica Kirk sit down and what's come out of that so far, what y'all have seen.
And this is just my opinion. This does not go on Johnny or Trey. I think Candace Owens is attention-grabbing woman, and that's all she is. She's been fired 3 different jobs because she didn't get along with the people there. And I'm just reminiscing about a scene from Justified. And Waylon was like, you know, if you go around town and you see one guy and he was an asshole, you found an asshole. But if you go around town and everybody's the asshole, you're the asshole. So yeah, it's just she is like her, Tucker Carlson at times, the newest the Nick Fuentes guy, whatever.
Fuck that kid.
Yeah. They are the new, and there's left ones too. There's right, these are the right ones, and there's left ones too. I just can't name names. But it's the new shock jock.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's their new shock jocks. They're just peddling around hate to get views. Like we don't have to do that. We don't have to peddle around hate. We just have opinions and throw up stupid freaking videos that we've seen on the internet on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and I talked about this with my wife and my sister-in-law a little bit earlier today. If you've got it stuck in your head to see something, it's not going to take very much for you to find it everywhere.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that glitch in the Matrix where if you're driving a Ford Expedition, you're going to see nothing but Ford Expeditions out on the road. It's like that GTA algorithm. You drive that car and that's all you see. But I'm all for having a healthy appetite for conspiracy theories. I am.
Same.
But there comes a point when it becomes detrimental, not only to yourself, but to the people around you. And I don't know, and I'm not willing to comment on her personal life. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors, and we shouldn't, because that's none of our business. But I think that her quest to maintain relevancy, her quest to reconcile in her mind the tragedy that occurred. What is it, 5 months ago now? Or what, has it been 5 months? I think so. Anyways.
Yeah.
She needs help. I mean, and I'm not saying that like psychiatric help or she needs to be institutionalized or anything like that.
I fully agree. No. Be right back. I'm still listening. I can still hear you. I'm just Uber Eats left my fucking food in the rain. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think she needs help, and this 4.5 hour sit down conversation that she had with Erica Kirk, everybody, you can sit there and dictate all day long how you think somebody should process loss and process grief. But at the end of the day, we all process differently and we process at our own pace.
Yeah. I mean, okay, here,
and given the type of spiritual person that Charlie Kirk was and the spirituality that he espoused, right? That Erica was part of that. And you can miss the person, but part of the processing of grief for her is knowing where Charlie is, right? And people can say, "Oh, well, he's in hell." Blah, blah. You don't know that. I mean, it's not up to us to judge where a person goes to spend eternity. For all we know, we have faith. I have faith that he's sitting at the seat of the right hand of the throne, right? Yeah. He is in a place where there is no more pain and no more fear, right? He has spoken with Jesus Christ personally, and he is living his best afterlife, right, for all of eternity. Yeah. And I think that is where Erica is deriving a lot of her strength and a lot of her ability to put on that strong face for America. We don't see what goes on when the cameras are off. We don't see what goes on when she's at home.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There are going to be days, especially like this coming Christmas next week. That day is going to be hard. Right?
Could you imagine?
Right. But it's, as far as Candace is concerned, I think she just needs to stop. Honestly, she does need to stop because
her fucking nose in her other people's business
again. And it's in we've seen people do some stupid stuff for clout, right? And how do I extend that 15 minutes? Because when she abandoned the Republican Party, when she abandoned conservatism and she started espousing some of these liberal ideas, she kind of lost favor with a lot of people, dude. Her follower count dropped through the floor.
Oh yeah.
Right. And then she started spouting off all these conspiracy theories. And then here it comes. Charlie Kirk gets assassinated. And, oh, well, I've got text messages. I've got the receipts. I'm going to bring all kinds of tea.
Oh, that's what's even worse is the fact that she goes up. It's like, I saw that Charlie Kirk cheated on Erica, but it was in a dream. I'm like, someone told me that. I was like, dude,
she said she went as far as to say that she had screenshots of text messages between her and Charlie where he was talking about divorcing Erica, and that the reason why she wasn't immediately at his side that day in Utah was that they were working behind the scenes to as far as like a settlement, so that way they could quietly split, right? And I'm like, where is this? Because that would have been news, because somebody that high profile and somebody with that, lack of a better term, that big of a target on his back.
Show me that fucking proof.
Right.
Yeah.
Show me the proof, because you know that the freedom of information requests have been put out to ad nauseum, right? Where it's something like that, even if they had just filed for a petition, it would have been all over TMZ. It would have been all over, Access Hollywood. I mean, it would have been all over every tabloid.
Oh, it would have been leaked for sure.
Oh, absolutely. So the idea that she's got all this secret smoking gun information is ludicrous at best.
Yeah.
And I'm talking, she just skipped past warp speed. She skipped past ridiculous speed. She went plaid, right?
Just straight psycho, dude.
Dave, please tell me you got that reference.
Yes, Spaceballs.
Okay. Thank you. Good God. Thank you.
A little Tesla reference.
Yes. Like the Model E, Model S, Model X. Yeah. We don't deserve Uncle Elon. I'm just saying. But yeah, I just think she needs to stop and let it go, because I mean, especially with this 4.5-hour conversation. I mean, if somebody was hiding something, it would have been very sweet, short, and to the point, right? And very aggressive. And I'm willing to bet that it was about as cordial of a conversation as Erica Kirk probably could have managed. And, without outright threatening to just turn her into a grease stain, Erica probably put to rest a lot of what Candace Owens is out there spouting. And, once those episodes drop, if they haven't already, I am going to check those out, just because I'm curious. I want to see. I want to see how she dismantles this narrative that Candace Owens has been putting out there for the last couple of months. And once this is all settled, I want to see just how relevant and how circulated Candace Owens or Candace's videos are going to be. I'm willing to bet I'm going to take the under on it.
And speaking of episodes that might be coming out, Sean Rotten might have Dan Crenshaw on his podcast.
Oh yeah, no, Dan Crenshaw was like, yeah, let's have a talk.
Yeah, it's supposed to be set for what is it, like February 2nd or something like that?
Yeah, during tax time, which I'm sure Dan, Mr. Crenshaw is going to find a way to squelch on it. And he's going to be like, well, it's really busy this time of year. I've got stuff to do with my constituents. He's going to find a way to not do it, because the longer he puts this off, just the more investigative power Sean Ryan's going to bring to bear. I mean, dude, even if he were to sit there and just have him on tomorrow, Dan Crenshaw would leave with a lot less cred than he's got now, especially with his boys at 6.
Yeah,
dude.
It's so hard for him right now to keep his job.
Yeah.
Because last year he almost was he was almost out.
Yeah.
Another Republican almost got his seat.
I wish I had a screenshot at it today, but I was scrolling through X, and Dan Crenshaw put out this tweet talking about, it's his honor to serve or whatever. And this former Army Ranger gets on there and quotes and replies to it. Former Army Ranger suffers from PTSD, right? Multiple deployments, Afghanistan, Iraq. His wife was going through stage 4 cancer treatments, right? And they were just absolutely broke because he was doing everything he could to afford her medical treatments. And he went to a Dan Crenshaw event and asked the congressman for help. He's like, hey, is there any way that maybe we could do a fundraiser? Because, here's the situation. Here's my background. Here's where I served. He said Dan Crenshaw looked down at me and said, you're not a Navy SEAL, and turned his back on me and walked away.
Fuck that guy.
You
Well,
know,
it's-
it's you know, and I hate bringing up old wounds, but it's like it's like that certain coffee company, you know, saying that they support all veterans, and 95% of their contributions, their charitable contributions, go to SOF.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
Well, it's also what happened to Eddie Gallagher. He went when he went to Congress after he got all of the stuff pushed out. Dan wouldn't even look at him.
Well, you know who Sean Ryan's attorney is, huh?
Fuck, I heard it today.
It's Tim Parlatore, Eddie's attorney.
Yeah.
I've done a couple podcasts. Like I produced a couple podcasts that Tim was on.
Mhm.
With I believe it was with JT, but yeah, he's a gangster, dude. He's a badass, and he ain't gonna fuck around. He's a retired SF officer, I believe, if I'm thinking about the same guy, but he's not gonna fuck around with any of the false claims. He's gonna take him to task on it.
Yeah. I mean, the easy way out for Crenshaw would be just show his finances. And if he and I think the reason why he agreed to come on is because if it did go to court, I love Sean for this. He goes, "We will use Discovery to answer every question."
Oh yeah.
I just Googled it, and from what just Googling this from their website is coming from Open Secrets, and this is report is showing his assets from 2018 fell in between roughly 1.5 million to 3.4 million, but exact current figures fluctuate as they depend on his disclosed assets, investment, and income, and some disclosures indicate higher potential assets in later years.
A lot of it is from insider trading.
Exactly.
Well, okay.
Which,
Here's
I love the fact that Congress and the Senate, they can write checks all day long. Oh, they bounce. Yeah, it's okay. We'll find some discretionary spend, a discretionary slush fund, and we'll fill that gap. If they ran a business like they run the country, every single one of them would be in jail. I mean,
Yeah.
it's criminal the way that they run, the budget for this country. And it's like, oh, we're just going to turn on the printing presses and further devalue our money. I mean, it's bad enough that we're staring inflation in the face. Don't get me wrong. I love gas prices this week. Like down the street, it was fucking $2.19. Loving that shit, right? You go to Dallas Fort Worth, even there, like Corsicana, it was still like $2.29. So I mean, gas is at least going in the right direction. But everything else is still going up. And it's, the president can promise all these things and it's great, but it's how the market responds and what Wall Street decides it wants to do. And if our congressmen and our senators, our representatives are getting this insight, this non-public information, and they're making decisions on their stock portfolio based on that information, and they're profiting from it. I mean, they threw Martha Stewart in prison for insider trading, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
Why should they be any different? They get some kind of congressional immunity? No, they're out there benefiting themselves. No, I mean, he makes like what, $175,000 a year as a
it's like 179 or something like that.
Yeah, like 179. Yeah. And he's throwing this big 40th birthday bash that cost him at least $500,000. I mean, I would think,
Johnny,
right?
Yeah, the Steve Aoki thing. Now he said that constituents or campaign fund or whatever paid for that, or like he was it was a private party that somebody else paid for that he was there with. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Sean's gonna hammer all that out in the episode.
Yeah.
Well, Tim Parlatore, this is the guy. Tim Parlatore is a U.S. Navy veteran who served as a surface warfare officer on the USS Normandy, later transitioning to the National Reserves and recommissioned in the Navy Reserve JAG Corps in 2025 as a commander, continuing his legal career as a defense attorney supporting the military justice system.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Tim Parlatore is nobody to fuck with.
Yeah. Well, I have to go to bed soon, so we're gonna have to close this up a little bit, guys. Next,
one last thing.
One other thing before we actually do close this out. Like we said on Monday's episode, next Wednesday's episode will be recorded. We're gonna do it on the 23rd. Trey, are you off that day, or do you have to work?
No, I'm working.
Okay,
right.
We're gonna.
And then I've got Christmas and my mother-in-law's that night after work.
Yeah. And for those of you who do tune in to our Nerd Sports on Monday nights, that is going to be live as usual, but that is going to be our annual reading of A Die Hard Christmas. So be sure to tune into that. That's going to be 8:00 Central Time Monday night. YouTube, Twitter, X, and what is it? Kicker that we're on now.
Kick,
Yeah.
Kick, whatever. And we'll get all the bots trying to get us to raise their numbers and subscriptions. You have one more last thing, Trey?
No, that was it. We're good.
All right. So thank you all for listening. Thank you for all for watching. Love everybody that stayed with us, all the 12 people. I'm David Dickerman.
I'm Johnny Skelton.
Trey Witzel.
And goodbye, everybody.